Welcome back everybody to the latest freaking 2 food review. Now it's a short video today. I've only got one item. In fact, I wasn't planning on doing this video, but I woke up this morning and said, what the heck. Today I'm trying the KFC mashed potato poppers, which are still in the bag. And I proclaimed before even trying them, the Colonel Sanders would hate these, but I'll get into that a little bit later. Now when I heard about mashed potatoes with a crispy coating, I kind of thought that's like something I've been eating my entire life. Not a popper, but mashed potatoes with a crispy coating. So after I try these out, I'm gonna whip up something that I've been eating my whole life and see how that tastes compared to it. But let's take a look and see what we've got here. Let's open this up. Now Colonel Sanders is smiling right there, but I don't think he'd be smiling about what's inside. Once again, I'll get in that in a minute. Got gravy. Now my first thought is, this is microscopic. Look at the size of it. My hand is, there's maybe 5 in here. What are they, tater tot size? That's microscopic. That's like the size of one tender. I haven't even opened it up yet. Now they sell these as part of their Dunk It bucket. There's a solo one, which is $7, and they have poppers, tenders, and fries. They also have a $25 one for the family, and they also have just 5 poppers and some gravy, which they're also calling dipping sauce all of a sudden, for $3. Before we even start, let's give credit where credit's due. Now these were popular in Australia, so let's give it up for our friends down under who kept this idea alive for many years. I don't think it's been there for a while, but they're the ones that told KFC it was good in the first place. But let's take a look and see what we've got here. And it looks a little bit like a tater tot. Nice unhealthy KFC coating smell to it. Now the reason I say that Colonel Sanders wouldn't like these, I mean, I'm guessing, but I don't think he would, because Colonel Sanders didn't like the mashed potatoes at KFC, and this supposedly has the KFC mashed potatoes in there. After he sold KFC, they changed the recipe and he hated it. He referred to it as wallpaper paste, sludge, compared it to instant potatoes, and he said the gravy is something he wouldn't even feed to his own dog. KFC ended up suing him for libel, but the case was dismissed. So next time you're at KFC, just remember that behind that jovial smile on the bucket is a secret disdain for what's inside. So for that reason, I'm pretty sure Colonel Sanders would not like these, since he doesn't like the mashed potatoes. But who knows? He's been gone for a long time, so we don't really know for sure. That's my guess. And on that lighthearted note, let's dive in. My first thought is this one's already broken. Come on, man, it's already broken open. Get out of here with that. But I mean, that just looks like a tater tot. That's what it looks like. In fact, before I bite one open, I want to cut it open and just take a look. Wait a second now. Wait a second. I just cut it open. Look at this. Where's the mashed potatoes? I sound like Pepper and Patty from the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving episode. Where's the mashed potatoes? Where's the pumpkin pie? There's nothing in here. Get out of here. Let me try another one. This one feels a little more full, so to speak. Let me cut this one open. I got an empty one. How can you do that? All right, let me try another one. All right, at least this one's got some mashed potatoes in it. I mean, this was my first one, very disappointing. Here's my second one, at least it's got something in it. All right, let's take a bite of this with and without the gravy now, or the dipping sauce, so to speak. Here we go. First bite. Well, the coating is pretty good. You know, there's a lot of texture-wise, it's a lot like a tater tot, but the coating is better. It's a seasoned coating, unlike a lot of tater tots that are just kind of more bland on the outside. And the coating is better than the mashed potatoes. The one that broke open, at least I can see there's mashed potatoes in there. Let's dip this in the gravy now. All right, let's see what this tastes like. It'd be kind of like taking a tater tot and dipping it in gravy. I don't know, would that work? I don't know. No, it works. That seasoning is good. The seasoning is the best part about it. And honestly, the gravy kind of works too. When you taste it without the gravy, it's kind of like a squishy tater tot. When you add the gravy, it's like mashed potatoes with some extra seasoning. Oh, I like it. I like it. I'm kind of feeling that seasoning on there. That coating is good. I got potatoes that time too. All right, I have to admit, I kind of went into this one standing on the hill of skepticism with Colonel Sanders by my side. But I have been converted. I'm a believer. I don't know what they've done differently. The mashed potato part is pretty good, but when you put that delicious seasoning around it, it's excellent. When you dip it in the gravy, it just tastes like mashed potatoes and gravy with some extra seasoning on there. It's very good. I'm a believer in this one. I didn't think I was going to be, but I am. But before I tried these, I've had a crispy coated mashed potato dish before, and that was my mom's potato pancakes. So when I was a kid, my mom would whip up a big old batch of mashed potatoes, and whatever was left over, she'd throw in the fridge. The next day, she'd make potato pancakes out of them. And they were mashed potatoes on the inside and a crispy layer on the outside. So I've got some mashed potatoes in the fridge right now, so let's go whip up a couple potato pancakes and see how they compare. Although I have to admit, I don't think I'm gonna get that flavor of that coating on there, because that was pretty good. Oh, this one was empty. Let's go do that, and then we'll wrap this thing up. And we're back. And here it is. Look how beautiful that looks. Now, these are very simple to make. You can make them more elaborate. I made the most simple version. You just basically take some cold mashed potatoes from the day before, you form them into a patty, you coat them with some flour. You can add other things like Parmesan cheese. I just use flour in this case. Throw some butter and oil in the pan and fry them up. Just gotta make sure they're brown before you flip them or they'll fall apart. And it's basically a crispy mashed potato patty. Mine's a little bit lopsided, but they're pretty forgiving. You can pretty much burn these. You can make them lopsided, doesn't matter. They still taste good. Let's take a bite of one of these. I grew up with this, so I know what that's gonna taste like. First bite, we're going solo. That's like 1978 all over again. Let's try it with their gravy. As many times as I've eaten these before, I probably had hundreds. I've never had a gravy before. KFC gravy even. Let's see. Maybe I've been missing out all these years. Maybe I have had those gravy before. That's familiar tasting. That's pretty good. That's the way to go right there. I'm gonna try filling one of their empty ones with some of my potatoes here. And that's what we got. Here we go. All right, one more time. Here we're gonna do. I'm gonna fill their potato with my mashed potatoes, and I'm gonna take a bite of one of theirs, side by side. Theirs first, no gravy this time. Now mine. Well, their coating is better, although I didn't really do anything but flour for mine. Their coating is better, but my potatoes are better. All right, so looking back at all this, I kind of went as a little bit skeptical. Maybe because Colonel Sanders didn't like mashed potatoes in the first place. I was trying to represent the skeptical Colonel Sanders, but on the other hand, I'm convinced. I think they're pretty good. I was gonna say they're empty. That's because I've been eating them. They're that good. So skepticism has been kicked out the window, and I'm a believer now. It's not really like the potato pancakes I grew up with, although if you're hankering for some mashed potatoes with a crispy exterior, you can make these pretty easily. I hope KFC makes these permanent, and thank you once again, my friends down under, for bringing this to our attention in the first place. But that's all I've got. If you've tried these KFC mashed potato poppers, or if you ate potato pancakes as a kid, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.